Yeah, that's very nice. Thank you, Trevor, for coming over. Appreciate it.
Just streaming. What do you cook?
Oscar's food.
Oscar's food?
Well, I'm back, but all my people are gone. Because your Bluetooth connection took out the audio even afterwards, so I couldn't reconnect to the audio. Yeah, it's back. But I had to start a new stream, so it's not the same. So now the recipe from the food is not in one video anymore.
Yeah, it's rough.
Oh man, it's rough out here. Yeah. Are you leaving? Yeah. What are you doing?
I'm watching your stream.
Yay! I got one viewer. I see it here. That's you. I think it showed me a little bit later. It's never like accurate time. Chicken is cooking.
Are you ready for tomorrow?
For the birthday party? Are you?
It's gonna be surprise.
It's gonna be like my fourth one.
Surprise party?
Yeah, it's gonna be surprise.
Yeah, just act surprised. Yeah, I wasn't sure if it's supposed to be a surprise party, but I have to like let you know that we go there, so I can't just like yeah, I would have to tell you anyway, so. But yeah, what cake do you want?
I don't want any cake.
Doesn't want any cake. But you need a birthday cake.
I've had like 4 so far.
What kind? You didn't have 4 birthday cakes. You had a Dairy Queen ice cream
I'll take
thing.
banana bread.
Just had banana bread today.
I'll take more banana bread.
We have banana bread.
That'll be my cake.
I'm gonna get you a mountain.
I'm not going to drink that.
You'll drink it. You just want to buy it, so he reclines so you can drink
I
it.
refuse to drink a Mountain Dew.
No, don't say you.
I refuse to drink a Mountain Dew.
Those are such unnecessary calories that no one needs.
Yeah, for real.
Like, I'd rather eat something. Hi, Alex. Yay, I know I had to restart the stream. My friend came here. Hi, Nitro. A friend, a neighbor came here to tell me that my sound is out after you all told me about it. So, he stream sniped me. Oh, I say that as a joke. He didn't really. Yeah, he was watching my stream and then he saw that my audio is out, so he came over. It's getting.
pretty big.
My plant here is exploding. Like, it's so tall. Like, I feel like it's gonna grow across the entire apartment one day. It's going crazy. Definitely likes to spot up on the fridge. So before that, it was really small. I was just standing on a table, but it's getting really big now. Big. But yeah, my rice is cooking. So for everyone that's new here, I'm making home cooked dog food. So I cooked the chicken. I boiled the chicken with rice, brown rice.
What you're talking about, the voice acting.
And
English,
my stream stopped
Sarah,
because my husband was connecting to my Bluetooth, so my sound was gone. Hi Josh. Hi
like, I tried it for like 10
Matthew.
minutes and I was like, this is bad.
Hi Nitro. Hi Marco. I just had to start a second stream because my husband was connecting to my Bluetooth on my phone. So he had my audio on his headset, so they couldn't hear me anymore. Hi Angela.
I feel like it's...
How are you doing? How's everyone doing?
Let me look it up real quick.
So how's you guys' day going? How's your Saturday? It's weekend. I feel like for me, my weekend starts on Thursday evening because I don't work Fridays. Not at the moment, at least. Maybe in the future. But
24?
yeah, my weekend starts early. So Saturday's already. I'm half in.
Midnight release on the 24th. What is that, Sunday? That's a Monday.
Sorry, my husband is talking to my neighbor right now, or my friend.
That's what.
Thank you, Angela.
That stinks. Yeah, Monday. Who does that?
I appreciate that. I feel like I'm very messy today. I was too lazy to do anything with my hair, so I just put it
With Halo?
up in my bun, and it's one of those days.
I I know what you're talking about.
trying to be real here
Yeah.
and not
The economy crashed because of Halo.
putting on any like makeup or whatever stuff. I'm not into that kind of stuff. So the rice is cooking. Putting down in 30 minutes. Are you leaving? Want to say bye to everyone?
I don't have my makeup.
He doesn't have his makeup on.
Is Marco there?
Marcos? You know Marco?
No. But I see him in your chat. He's a Marco.
Oh, Marco, yeah, he's here. He's German too. Marco, you're already famous. Even my neighbor knows you.
Did you put rice in this?
Do you like Crocs? My husband, yes, I did. My husband has Crocs. I never had my own pair. I'm usually wearing these kind of shoes. Wasn't that very elegant?
It was very nice.
Oh, hi. I think I remember you.
Alright. Bye
Marco says hi back to you. He's going home. Yeah, he's my neighbor. And ow, that wasn't my finger. I just scratched my nail. He's my neighbor and he was watching the stream and he saw that my audio is out, so he was so nice and came over and knocked at my door, and I thought I got a delivery or something because I didn't expect someone to come over. Hi Shuriken, yeah, we're back. Sorry, my since you didn't hear me earlier, I already explained, but I forgot that no one could hear me. My husband connected his headset to my phone accidentally, so my audio was on his headset, so you couldn't hear me. And I had to turn off my Bluetooth, but even after that it wouldn't work, so I'd have to restart the stream, like another one. Do you speak German with your friends? With my German friends, yes. Or with Marco. Like Marco here in the stream is also German. Und manchmal spreche ich noch Deutsch mit ihm. Einfach um es beizubehalten, weil ich hier mit niemandem Deutsch sprechen kann. But yeah, in America I don't speak German with anyone. But here in the stream sometimes, depends on who's in the chat. And but yeah, I try to keep it mostly English just so everyone can understand me. Hi Dagmar, I'm glad you're back. Sorry everyone. I'll explain it one more time. So my husband was connecting his headset, his Bluetooth headset to my phone. So that's why the audio was gone suddenly. But even after I turned off my Bluetooth, it still wouldn't let me talk to you, or the audio was still gone. I don't know why YouTube couldn't change it back. Does your husband speak any German? I'll let him answer that question. I don't want to call him out. But let's say we speak mostly English, or always, yeah. He doesn't really, he can understand a little bit. So understanding, he got really pretty good. So sometimes when I talk to people in German, he could catch or get what we're talking about, like at least the topic, not like in detail, but he knows like what it's about. But I get it, it's a really hard language, so I can't really blame him. Just a little bit. But yeah, we all got our lives and work and stuff going on, so learning another language is basically a full-time job, so I really do understand, like in all seriousness, that it's not easy to learn another language. How about you, Alex? So you're in the same situation, so we get some information about how other couples, I want to hear from other couples how you guys are doing it, since you're British, right? You're from England or Britain. I don't know if you're from England, I just know you're from Britain. Or did you say England last time? I don't remember. My memory doesn't work sometimes. I just remember you sent the Union Jack flag. Auto incorrect, really didn't want me to type your name at first. Oh. I like the name Dagmar, by the way. I don't know many Dagmars. I know one, to be exact, and you, so two. That makes two. But yeah, Dagmar has a very cute dog and she does live streams too. Shuriken has a YouTube channel as well. And yeah, make sure you all support each other and we can become one big community of nice people, because that's what the world needs nowadays. Just some nice people, some good souls. Yeah, hard to find sometimes. But that kind of became the whole purpose of this YouTube channel. At first, to be honest, I didn't really know what this channel is about, because I'm a very, like, my head is very chaotic sometimes. I have a lot of interest in different things. So when you watch those videos about how to make your YouTube channel successful, or how to do YouTube channels, or like how to start a YouTube channel, they'll all tell you to have a little niche and just focus on one thing. But I feel like that wouldn't be authentic, because there's like so many things I want to talk about or do. So if I just did one thing, I feel like I would kind of suppress all the other stuff. And so now I stopped trying to have like a topic or a theme, and just have this nice community and have like people gathering here that want to hang out and exchange opinions or stories, you know, and just support each other. Thank you, one Ali, I appreciate it. Love to you back. Cousin is also named Dagmar. In Villingen-Schwenning. Oh, Villingen-Schwenning, nice. That's very close to where I grew up, in the Black Forest. A dessert? Oh, desert. I haven't had a Belgian waffle in years. Are you making waffles at all? I haven't made a waffle since that's a weird word for me to pronounce, but anyway, waffle. We say waffle in German. I haven't made any since I was, I don't know, 14, 15 maybe. It's been a while. 1-2 years. South England. Oh yeah, South England. You're right. Hannah now has a visa sponsorship job here in London in May. Wow, yay. Congrats to you. That is great news. And this will help improve my German. Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean, Germans usually speak English, so that's good for you, that you don't have to learn a different language to communicate. It comes in handy. So if anyone needs a foreign or wants a German girlfriend, it's really easy to communicate. Or Europeans in general, I think. Many European countries speak English from an early age because of school, so it's really not a issue. Same thing when you travel. You never have to be worried if you're an English speaker. When you travel to European countries, people will usually understand you pretty easily. Maybe not the older generation, talking about like 80-year-olds, 70-year-olds, that will be a little bit harder. But yeah, a lot of people understand, even if they don't talk back to you because they're shy or they think the English is not good enough. That's a very German thing to say or to think, that we always apologize for our bad English whenever there's someone native speaker, or when there's a native speaker around. We always apologize for bad English. But yeah, trying to catch up with you guys. Dagmar is a name that goes for both males and females. Oh, really? I had no idea. I didn't know that at all. Oops. Almost removed someone here. Other cousin is called Petra. Good old Petra, very German name. I work random bits of interest into mine too, as you know, but also a bit of horror movie stuff and so on. Being authentic seems the most important. Yeah, that's a good point, being authentic. I agree. And yeah, I don't think you need to have one certain theme that you talk about or thing that you do. I mean, yes, it does help if you want to grow a big community fast. Then it does help to have one niche that you narrow it down to, just because it's easier for people to really grasp what this is all about and what your talking about, or what they can expect from this channel or the channel, your channel. So yeah, if you want to really grow fast, I think it's good. But yeah, like you said, being authentic, I think, is really important, and that's what we all should focus on. Or I mean, everyone here in the chat is very authentic, so I don't think I need to explain that to you. And I love tea too, and horror movies, so that's cool that you combine those things. And you have really a cool narrative in your videos. It's very like your voice is basically made for something like that, I would say. I'm gonna add some oats, by the way. Show you. I'm gonna add some oats to the water now. Like 3 of those 1/3 cups. I'm not a big fan of using cups or the measurement of cups, because in Germany we use grams, kilograms, grams. So cups is still not very used to that. Yeah, that's one thing that's a little bit annoying about living in America, is that all the measurements here are just so different. So you have Celsius and Fahrenheit, you have inches and centimeters, feet, or feet. Not the feet on the body, but the feet for measuring. Liters, you don't use liters here. So gallons, everything is just so, I don't know. And maybe one of you knows why you guys are doing this. There might be a very plausible reason to it, but I still haven't found one yet. I think it's just very inaccurate, kind of. And it makes it a little bit more complicated than it needs to be, because I feel like the metric system is very simple and easy to read and to understand, but the whole other system that you do is kind of confusing to me. But that's just me. It's raining tacos? Oh no, I'm sorry. Happy birthday. Yeah, of course, Rika. Just the truth. Oh, we're talking Dutch now? I forgot, yeah, in Belgium you speak Dutch, which is really cool. I love Dutch language. My name is Dutch, but I don't speak any Dutch. Been to the Netherlands a few times. I love going there. One of my favorite places to travel to. So cute and neat. So if you ever go to Europe as an American, you need to check out the Netherlands. You might, or a lot of Americans, from what I heard, think that Netherlands are so small, and they might just look like, or they assume that it looks just like Germany or the neighboring countries, but it's so different. So it's definitely worth the trip. The vodka bottles, well, maybe that's an exception, because they sometimes come from Europe, don't they? Like they get imported. The great, beautiful spring weather. Oh, 70 degrees Celsius. Yeah, that's nice. That's a good temperature. Everything around 20 degrees Celsius is the best. Everything that's above 27. I don't know what that in Fahrenheit is. Probably like 85. Something like that. It's just too much, in my opinion. Hi, Bo. How are you doing? Come to Belgium. I've never been to Belgium, actually. I really wanted to go. I want to go to, how do you say that? Brook? We say Brugge? Yeah, Brook. I don't know how you pronounce it. I'm sorry if I pronounce it wrong. It probably sounds silly. But yeah, I really want to go see it. It's beautiful on pictures, what I've seen. Don't come here then. Well, I bet it's nice in summer. Maybe not in winter. But I personally, for example, I love rain. So I think England would be a good place for me to be. A rainy day is just, I don't know, something about it. It just makes me happy when I see it's raining. I prefer it over, no, I don't want to say I prefer it over sun. Like, it really depends. Sometimes a sunny day is beautiful too. but I just love rain. This makes me very happy. Gewältig Kanal. That's probably great channel or something, right? Like YouTube channel. Belgium is a nice place. Okay, we got some people that have been to Belgium here. Oh, hi, Boo. I just recognized you're you're from England, right? I recognize you from Marco's stream. I know, I recognize the name, but I wasn't sure if you're the same person. Also, I love this little glass. So I shot it in a vlog of mine a couple weeks ago. So in Germany we like to put mustard in glasses like this, and then when you're done with the mustard you just clean it and use it for drinking. So I just got myself one from the international market, and now I'm just using it as my drinking glass. I just think it's cute that you have this, and I can pour my tea into it as well. It's a tiny mini beer glass. It looks like it, right? Yeah, you're right. I didn't even think about it. Beer glasses have those squares on it. It's almost like a little ASMR. I cut my nails, it'll be too long. I think it's cute too, I agree. The holiday was really good. I like that you say holiday because it's what I grew up with. Here in America, everyone says vacation. And when I used the word holiday, they would always think about Christmas or Thanksgiving. But it was really nice. It was really warm, surprisingly warm. So I had to adapt pretty fast. It wasn't humid, not yet. It's about to get humid down there in Florida. So we were there at the perfect time before it gets too warm. I said it in the other stream earlier that I want to see manatees so bad and sharks and all that. I didn't expect to see a shark because that's a pretty rare occasion to see a shark. But I want to see manatees. But guess what? You know what animal I saw? I saw a pig, a turkey, goats, a gecko, and a lot of birds. I like birds, but I was really a little sad that I couldn't see any manatees because it wasn't the season anymore. You know those, they're like whitish in color, like light gray. So I found out that manatees are actually related to elephants. They're the closest relatives, but they live in the ocean. So it's basically a water elephant. So they don't look like hippos, but the skin is kind of like a hippo, but they only live in the water. They can't get out of the water. So they're like underwater elephants basically, and they're super cute. I think another name for them is sea cows because they eat the grass or the algae growing on the ground of the lake or river or ocean. And yeah, they're super cute, and they're protected. Yes. Oh, the geckos. Yeah, there was so many geckos. I don't know if they are protected, but I know the manatees are protected. They had some traffic signs basically on the rivers and the ocean, so the boats wouldn't drive too fast. But guess what? People didn't care about it at all, so they were still speeding and not taking care of the manatee population. But there's definitely some police out there. They make sure that at least most people stick to the rules. And one thing that was funny, when we went to the onto the water with a boat, it's like a bigger boat, like a tour, and there was another boat passing us and like really fast, and they had someone in the back with like one of those inflatable rafts, or those like round ones that you can sit in. I forgot the name. And they were sitting in there and they were pulled by the boat, and then the guide was like, would you guys ever do that? And some of us were like, I don't know, maybe if we had the opportunity. And he was like, you definitely shouldn't do that because he's seen so many bull sharks in that water because bull sharks or sharks in general, when there's, especially in Florida, there's a lot of rivers that will end up in the ocean. I mean, rivers end up in oceans, but at the part where the river ends in the ocean or flows into the ocean, all the fish will meet, and it's very nutritious because rivers have a lot of nutrients, so a lot of algae and vegetation, and a lot of animals will gather in those spots where the river meets the ocean. So, and since the water will mix, so the salt water will get into the river water, the water is salty enough for the sharks to live in or to like swim into. So the sharks will go into the rivers, and this is their #1 hunting spot. So seeing people doing some water activities there in just an inflatable little thing was definitely very scary and sketchy. I didn't wish for a shark to get out of the water and grab one of them, but I at least wanted to see a shark, but I didn't. Maybe next time. So gives me a good reason to go back. Also, our chicken is cooked, so I'm gonna put it into the bowl, and then I'm gonna get the meat out of it, or off the bones, and put it back into the pot. Because Oscar cannot chew in the bones, it's dangerous. Because chicken bones splinter when you chew on them, and those bones can be really spiky or sharp and make a hole in the animal's throat, which is very dangerous. So we're just gonna let that cool down. Yeah, it's way too hot, so I'm gonna let that cool down. But yeah, it was definitely very interesting in Florida. A lot of wildlife out there, but I wish I saw a little bit more. But what are you making? I'm making wild rice and oats and carrots and chicken for my dog. I'm gonna do a little bit of meal prep because he doesn't like to eat dry food. So I'm usually doing a meal prep once a week, and then just store it in a container in the fridge and give it to him over the next couple days. So he doesn't complain about his dry food, because he's not a fan of dry food. Ooh, it's warm in here. It's warming up now in Tennessee. It's really warm today. Not terrible warm, but warm enough. And then the kitchen is really like the steam from the rice cooking and everything definitely makes my cheeks hot. Oscar must be licking his lips with the smell of the chicken meal. Yeah, he's sleeping right now, but usually he will be behind me, just walking in between my legs. Rika making a feast meal for her dog. I hope so. I hope it's good. The last time I cooked him something, what was it? Usually he would dig in and really like chug it down or just eat it in a couple bites. But last time I made him something, it wasn't on stream, it was off stream. And I gave it to him and he was just sniffing it and he walked away. I was like, wow, okay, I'm not hurt. I don't know what I added. I think I added, I forgot, some vegetable he doesn't like apparently, so I'm not gonna add that again. I know he likes squash, zucchini, sweet potatoes and carrots, so this is always a safe bet. But there was something about the food that he didn't really like. He still ate it, but he was not very excited about it. Not warming up in Ohio. Yeah, I'm sorry, Marco. I saw the weather in your stream earlier, which is very cloudy and windy. 14 days of rain coming. Wow. Yeah. My outside streams are delayed too. I have the same issue. Oh, hi, Shuriken. You're back. I'm glad. I'm gonna sit down for a second. Gonna put you guys here. My plant. I got those stupid gnats, by the way. Does anyone know what to do with gnats? Gnats are those, to show you, those little flies. Yeah, they live in the soil and they come out when you touch it. Well, apparently they're all gone right now. Hi. What are you upset about, huh? You sit up there? Oh, he's upset. I know. He left his headphones and everything in the seat, so you cannot sit down. So rude. Rusty, you're way too big to sit up there. Yeah, come. Is that good? Bonsoir. Bien, et tu? Et toi? Not tu. Or toi? Tu? Et tu? I think et tu. I haven't spoke French in forever. Sticky traps. Yeah, I just can't do the sticky traps because I feel too bad. I know, I'm weird with that kind of stuff, but I feel bad for the flies if I put them in sticky traps. I just imagine myself being stuck on like a paper and not being able to fly away. I don't know. But I mean, I guess killing is the only way to get rid of them, so maybe I use some vinegar or something, but that might not be better than sticky traps. It's also a rough way to go. Sushi. Okay. Cats are so funny. They always like stick their butt right into the camera. Yeah, so precious, I know. You took my cat. I know, Marco, for everyone that wasn't in Marco's stream, he said that he wants to switch cats because one of his cats doesn't get along with the other cat, so, and they look alike, so maybe they wouldn't even notice. I mean, I would notice, but they look very much alike. You had some Injun Baihao that I've been aging for about 15 years the other day. Ooh, that sounds really good. Yeah, I'm sure I can get all the fancy teas. Meanwhile, I'm here drinking my matcha that I bought from Kroger. I have to order some more good teas somewhere, but I'm trying to get rid of the ones that I have right now because I have so much tea here, but nothing really like great or good. And I also have that holly tea that I talked about, so I have so many left of those, so I want to get rid of those first because they will go bad at one point if it's not really stored properly, or if you're not trying to age it, like what Rika just said. If it's just like random tea, it can grow fungus in it and all that, so trying to get rid of those first. You have a UV light to get rid of mosquitoes and flies. Oh, you mean those where they fly into and then it just makes like a zish. Yeah, it's probably a quick way for them to go, so it's probably not cruel or less cruel. They're like fruit flies, yes, but they're even smaller. They will go into the soil of your plant and then they will lay their eggs into the soil of the plants, and I don't know if they attack the roots or something, but I can assume that they do, because what's the point of going into the soil otherwise? I think they'll probably eat the roots or something. So trying to get rid of those eventually. Oh, I hope my chicken is not burning. And my rice. Let me see. Marco was cooking earlier too. He had a little cooking and mukbang stream where he made some eggs and he called it advanced cooking. Advanced cooking class with Marco. He showed us how to boil 3 eggs at one time instead of 1 egg. So that was only for the pros, only for the skilled. Forgot. Gotta add my carrots while it's still hot so they get cooked a little bit. I don't want to boil them to keep the nutrients in them, but still want to cook them so they're not raw. So I'm just gonna mix them in. pretty much done. Now I just gotta wait for the chicken to cool down enough. And then, look at this. That's what it looks like. It's a little sticky, it's like a risotto basically, kinda. A dark risotto. And then I'm gonna add the chicken later once this is cooled down. And I'm gonna take my little beer mug with me. Man, my cheeks are hot. I get hot cheeks very easily when I'm warm. I've been blessed with a good blood flow, I guess. Always hated it, but that's just how it is. You've been drinking tea for so long that I have this tea collection with a life of its own. Nice. I mean, honestly, we pour hot water. I don't think it goes bad, but I feel like sometimes with some teas, they're like not stale, but it definitely changes a little bit after time. But I know the good teas, they age, so it really depends on the tea or if they're fermented or not. Your YouTube live got deleted again. That is bad, I'm sorry. Yeah, I wonder. YouTube deletes a lot of your videos. I would, yeah, since you just mentioned why, I would suggest you to completely, unless you don't care if it gets deleted or not, but if you're trying to collect, have it here as a memory or like in your gallery, I would probably tell you not to say any names of the brands, so maybe that will help. If the machines are involved, I can't believe anything. YouTube is weird in deleting things. Yeah, has it ever happened to you, Dagmar? Has it ever deleted a live stream or video of yours? I'm trying to think. I think it never deleted a live stream so far. But I'm also very cautious. I'm always not walking in eggshells necessarily, but I'm definitely always thinking 5 times if I want to say a certain word or something. It's a little annoying, I think. And there's a lot of YouTubers out there that I watch that say many names or mention a lot of things where you would think they would get deleted, but they don't get deleted. So I feel like once YouTube has picked on you, they will put some extra, they'll check you like double, or they'll put every single word through the detection. I don't know how it works. YouTube is a mystical thing to me still. Sometimes it works in very weird ways. A ceramic cooking field? Yes. I don't even know what else. I mean, gas. Yeah, there's gas, but I don't know. I had gas in my apartment in China, and I always thought it was a little sketchy. My goodness, I was just thinking about that one time. So I lived in an apartment with 4 other girls. 3, 4, something like that. 3 or 4 other girls. And we all went to the same university, so we knew each other. And usually because I love cooking, I'm usually the one friend that always cooks food for everyone. So I cooked for us almost every single day for dinner when we came back from university. And I had a little veggie man around the corner in China. I forgot his name, but he was a very funny guy. He was very eccentric. He was always wearing a purple suit or something like that with kind of like a Saturday Night Fever kind of feel to it. He had a mustache, and he's definitely a character. He was very entertaining, very funny. So I loved going there and buying my vegetables around the corner. And anyways, I would always cook and bring home my vegetables and make some food for us. And that one day, was it my birthday maybe? Something like that. It was like a day where I didn't feel good or something, or my birthday, I don't remember. And one of my friends that lived with us, she said, hey, you know what? I'm gonna cook for you today. And I knew that she doesn't cook often, so I was a little concerned about that. But I was like, okay, I was tired, so you go ahead. So I was in my room, or in the living room, I don't remember. No, I was in the living room, yes. I was in the living room, and there was a little window in the door to the kitchen, so a little glass window, so you could see into the kitchen from the living room. At least you could see the light. And I just remember her being in there for 10 minutes or so. And I was in the living room, sitting at the table doing my homework. And suddenly I just saw like the whole glass window like lit up, and like a huge flame coming through the door was a little bit open, so I could see the flame reaching into the living room. And she heated the pan on the gas stove for so long until it was so hot that she poured the oil into the hot pan that's been heating up probably for like 5 minutes or so on full power. So she put the oil into that iron skillet, and it created this huge flame. She burned off her eyebrows and her eyelashes, and so there was this thing over the stove where it gets the steam out of the kitchen, you know what I mean? I can't think of the English word for it. And it was made out of plastic, and the whole thing started melting, and the plastic was dripping into the food and onto the stove. So there was like liquid plastic everywhere in the stove that we had to scratch off. So I think we didn't get back our deposit for the apartment because of that. So they had to fix the kitchen, and it was disgusting to cook with it because there was the molten plastic everywhere. So that was a whole mess. So after that, we could never cook in the kitchen again. For my second half of my China stay, I would have to eat out every day. So bye-bye kitchen. That was very unfortunate, but it's definitely a memory that stuck with me. I'll never forget about that. That's why I'm always a little worried about gas stoves when I think of them. Green tea goes off in a year or maybe 2 if you have a good container. Lightly fermented oolongs have a bit longer. It can last to 5 years. Yeah, that's what I heard, that the dark oolongs last the longest. I didn't know about the green tea only being good for a year or 2. That's good to know. Okay, gotta make sure to use up my teas then. White teas and pure R got better with age. Okay, learned something new. I didn't know that about white teas. Going live at the techno parties, it's kind of weird. I thought YouTube would delete the channel. Yeah, I saw that, that you had like a live stream from a techno party, but it didn't do anything to you, like to your channel. That's really good, I'm glad. Oh, oops. Hi, Funny. Good to see you. Sorry, I was just like on a rant talking about our gas stove in China. Good to see you, Funny. You still need to receive your postcard from me and Oscar. So I will create a YouTube, not a YouTube, what's it called? An email address. I'll create an email address for my YouTube channel, and I will put it in my YouTube description on my, I don't know what's it called on YouTube, my bio, I guess, like my main page, like in the where write the notes about myself. So I'll put the email address there. So if you wanna mail me an address, I can send it to. If you want to, obviously. If not, then that's totally fine. Yeah, you can let me know, and I'll send you your Oscar signed postcard. And how have you been doing? Movies? If you watch a movie in my car. Yeah, but the movies is the same. You gotta be careful because it's all copyrighted. Funny, you funny today? He's either funny or insightful or both. The friendship bracelet. Oh, my friendship bracelet. I think it's in the bathroom. Oscar hasn't worn his in a while. I'm really like lazy with putting on any jewelry on myself or bracelets. So I haven't worn it in a while. exhaust, yes, the vent, I think a vent, kitchen vent, something like that. And it was pretty horrible, I agree. It was really terrifying, yes, but nothing happened, surprisingly. Like, the fire didn't, it really just melted the thing, and she got rid of her eyebrows, so that was a look. She was really upset about that, I remember that, understandably. But yeah, nothing worse than that happened, luckily. Yeah, Funny is in Ohio too, Marco. So he knows what you're talking about. I know Marco's always trying to sell off his bad weather to us, and he's always trying to get my good weather. I don't know if you can see it. Does it go focus on my window? Yeah, it does. So yeah, here's some blue skies, Marco, in case you haven't seen them in a while. That's how good weather looks like. It's really beautiful today. No way, I'm right intending I can get an original Oscar autograph. So we had a little quiz going on my live stream going on vacation. It was a very spontaneous camping trip that we went to. So I had a quiz going on, and I said the first person that can guess right where we're going will win an Oscar signed autograph. Or a postcard, it's not an autograph. And Funny won, so he is the lucky winner. But I definitely have some cards or stickers and stuff planned for you all if you're interested in that. It's kind of weird to say that I'm working on some merch, because like it just feels weird to even have merch, because I'm a normal person, so I would have merch, but maybe you guys would like it, and if not, that's totally fine. I'll just wear it myself. I can never have too many items that have Oscar on it. And I'll definitely add some autographs from Oscar into the package whenever I'll start any merch. That is a blue sky indeed. I know, isn't it a rare sighting? At least in Ohio. Here the sky is really blue all the time. Like in Tennessee, I think I can count the days where the skies are not blue. Georgia's summers stink, but all in all, can't complain too much about our weather. That was the first time driving to Florida that I've been to Georgia. And one thing that stinks about Georgia is Atlanta. Not saying the city stinks, I've never been in the city, I just drove through the city on the highway, and it took us so long, I couldn't believe it. I thought Nashville was already bad, but Atlanta topped everything. It was so crowded, and I don't know where those people came from, but it was so many cars, and I wish they would have let us around Atlanta and not through Atlanta. So next time we're probably gonna avoid that travel through the Atlanta highway. But it looked really nice, especially at nighttime on the way back. Atlanta looked really beautiful, and the buildings and everything. So I really wanna check it out one day. Okay, bye Alex. Good to see you. Much love to you too, and we'll see you next time. And my cat just did something funny. She just grabbed the chicken that was cooling down. So I always have to have an eye on her. Life with cats. And I'm glad I just swept the floors before I started cooking. That was definitely worth it. But yeah, bye Alex. And I'll see you next time. And thank you for hanging out with us. I'm just gonna do some cleaning now. Oh man, having cats is great. I'm sure everyone that has cats can agree with me. So much fun. I mean, they are fun, to be honest, but they're definitely much naughtier than dogs. At least mine. I don't know about yours. $100. I see it. All for the cat. Susness, you got some emojis coming your way for you. Great help on the chicken front. So yeah, now it's less work for me because she ate a lot of the chicken. So less pulling for me. I'm gonna do that now, by the way. I'm gonna use the dry one. I'm gonna pull the chicken. I guess that's how you call it. Pulling the chicken. Yuck. Chicken skin that's not crispy is always kind of funny to the touch. Some ASMR over here. Delivery. But the animals love it. Do you guys eat chicken? Do you like it with the skin on, or chicken breast, or chicken thighs? What's your go-to? Oscar likes the ones with the bones in. Although he probably eats all meats. He's not a fan of beef, but chicken, turkey, and pork. He likes pork. So I don't know if that's right, but I heard that some dogs have beef allergies because it's apparently not very natural for dogs to eat beef, which makes sense when you think about it because cows are really big. So dogs probably didn't eat cows in nature. So the most natural meat for dogs would be lamb, because wolves eat lamb. Chicken, turkeys, everything poultry, and anything that's a little bit smaller. But apparently bison is very well tolerated, so I don't know how that makes sense because I can't see a wolf killing a bison. But maybe they did. I'm probably the only one who does not like cats. It's more because I like dogs more. Your wife's afraid of them, but you love dogs. Cat's got a mean attitude. Yeah. They definitely have a very interesting character sometimes, that's for sure. We're just here to serve them. They're not here to make friends. Although our cats are actually really friendly. They're just very sassy sometimes and demanding. I think that's just a cat thing. And dogs are probably just more friendly on average, I would say. Just always happy to see you and want to be buddy with you, and cats don't mind confrontation or being sassy. But yeah, I'm sorry that your wife is afraid of them and you can't have a dog. I was afraid as a kid, but we always had a dog, but I got attacked by other dogs as a kid, so I was always scared of certain breeds, like German Shepherds I would be very afraid of, because a lot of farmers around here, or not here, but in Germany, have shepherds, German Shepherd dogs, to protect their farms. And I grew up in a very rural area where everyone had a German Shepherd on their farm, so when you drove past the farm with your bicycle or you just walked, chances that you get attacked by a German Shepherd can be pretty high. So I wasn't a big fan of them because they were scary. And one time I got attacked, but my dog was with me. He was a golden retriever. So he protected me from the dog, doing some more damage than he already did. And he, how to say that, he eliminated the German Shepherd. So it's very surprised to see that, because he was always like a sweet dog and he looked so cute and fluffy, but German Shepherd didn't stand a chance. I remember he bit off his ear and everything. It was really messy. But of course I was glad that he saved me, but I also felt a little bit bad for the other dog. The thing about cats is that they are extremely perceptive. If you don't like them, they will know. Yeah, I agree. And I feel like the friend that you saw earlier here in the live stream, my neighbor, he does not like dogs, for example. So whenever we go to our friend's house that have the big dog Albus, I'm sure you have seen him in one of my vlogs. He's that golden doodle, whatever. I always forget the name of the breed. He will always hang out with him the most, and he will always jump on him and sit next to him when we eat, so he knows. So he's forcing him to like him, basically. And he's getting better with it. He's accepting the dog now. Let me scroll back for a second. You've never known cats to have a mean attitude? I've known one, but usually they're more funny and very I love their personalities, actually. Like, I don't think they're really mean. I think that's very interesting. Like, I just think they're very, I don't know, I feel like sometimes they know what I'm talking about, or they can like read my mind or something. Just look right through you, into your soul. You love chicken wings? Wings were my converting food from veg to non-veg. Not a big fan of chicken skin. Loved the chicken breast, soup, grilled, minced, anything chicken. So you went from vegetarian to non-vegetarian. That's interesting. I did that too. I started as a vegetarian, then I went back to not vegetarian for a year, and then from not vegetarian I went straight to vegan, and now I'm back to vegetarian. But I also don't like to label myself or to really say that or talk about it much, because I don't know, some people put you in like a category and then they feel like you're annoying when you tell them. So you know how they always make those jokes like, you know, a vegan because they will tell you they are vegan or a vegetarian. So I'm not trying to be one of those. Everyone should just eat what they want to eat, and you do you, I do me. So try not to really make a fuss about what I eat and what I don't eat. I mean, I wish my chat would move automatically. Now I get my sticky fingers. My dog is allergic to beef. Yes, I think Oscar gets itchy from it too. So I heard that a lot of dogs get allergies from beef. You love white meat, chicken, not a fan of the skin. Okay, you both said that, Shuriken and Funny. I'm a big fan of the skin. Yeah, the skin has, I don't know, I think it's part of fat that gives you that chicken flavor. I read that in a post about people eating chicken and how sometimes the meat tastes too much like meat. I think the fat just carries so much flavor, and people realize that they're actually eating meat and it's an animal, so it kind of is off-throwing, I guess, off-putting, whatever. You know what I'm talking about, or you know what I mean. Same with pork. I remember when I was going back from vegetarian to eating meat and I had pork for the first time, I thought it tasted so disgusting the first time. Afterwards I was okay, but the first time was just gross. I could really taste. Thank you, Shuriken. I appreciate it. I could just taste the animal and like I feel like the adrenaline in the meat. So yeah, pork is a tough one, I feel like. I've been a vegetarian for a long time. Last 2 years I'm non-vegetarian. I'm still to eat seafood though. Okay, so I mean, you don't have to answer it at all. But did you go back to non-vegetarian for like health reasons, or like nutrients, or what was your main reason to go back? If you want to answer it, you don't have to answer it, obviously. I'm just interested. Because I remember for me it was just my ex-boyfriend back then when I was vegetarian, and he was like a real meat lover. So that's how I got back into it, just getting influenced by it, I guess. And then I just realized after eating it for like another year that I really don't enjoy it. And then I stopped again. But I have to say, sometimes it tastes really good. So yeah, some meat is definitely really delicious. Travel. That was another reason for me too. That was just convenience, I guess. Bread and water, so I want to explore places. I had that too. I had that one exception I made when I was going back to vegetarian or vegan, that when I travel places, I'm allowed to try the most local dish. If that's what meat, I allowed myself to eat it. And for example, when I went to when I went to Mongolia, the people there would offer us. I didn't ask for it, obviously, but it's their tradition. So they would offer us a lamb. So they prepared a lamb for us and wanted us to eat it. And I didn't want to be rude or anything. And I know that lamb probably lived a very good life out there in the fields. I saw them all running around there. I was like riding horses with the Mongolians, or the Mongolian tribe we stayed with for a couple days. And so we were riding our horses and sleeping in those yurten tents. And the only thing they ate there, because they didn't grow any vegetables, was lamb and horse milk. So they made us cookies out of horse milk and tea. And the tea shuriken was delicious. It was roasted millet tea, and that was so good. I still think about it sometimes. And then we had the roasted millet tea and the horse milk cookies, which had a very strong flavor, but it was kind of like condensed milk, so it wasn't bad at all. Just, you could definitely taste that it was a little horsey in the aftertaste. And then we had the lamb, and yeah, so I ate a little bit of the lamb there. So I definitely understand you, Funny. It's definitely, you feel like you're missing out on something if you can't eat the local dishes, or like the most traditional dishes of the country you're going to, or the city you're going to. So I definitely understand it. I had the same issue. We have mysterious caves here. The stream. Yeah, the cell phone reception. I would assume so, that the reception is not good there. We have caves here too, everywhere. But first of all, I'm not allowed to film in there, unfortunately, because there's some artwork of the native tribes in there, and they don't want them, or they don't want those artworks to get posted online, so you have to respect that here. So I can't really take you to the caves with me, unfortunately. At least not to the places where the paintings are. But that would be cool, Marco. Maybe you can just film it and then just upload it afterwards without doing the live stream. Sing in caves and stream it. You heard that Mongolians drink horse milk? Yeah, they do. They do drink the horse milk. And we had, when we got there, they would welcome us with some liquor. It was a lot of liquor, actually. It was like It was kind of like these little bowls, but way deeper than these, like they weren't as flat. And they would fill them up to the brim with horse milk schnapps or liquor, horse milk, like kind of like a vodka kind of thing. I don't know the English term. In Germany we would say schnapps, just like a clear liquor. And they would give that to us, and it really tasted like horse. So like a horse stable, like when you walk through a horse stable and you smell the hay and like the horse fur and everything, that's how it tasted like. But it also had a very sweet taste. So it wasn't bad, it was very interesting. Mongolian experience sounds amazing. Just
You're
roast.
gonna have classes 5 and 6.
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
We're scheduled Tuesday, Thursday, Friday.
Okay. Yeah, the roast milk was really, really good. It's kind of similar to the genmai cha, just without any green tea or any tea in it. Really just roasted grain, basically. But it was so deep in flavor and rich in flavor, and just after like a long horse ride, it was just nice to have this warming, hearty tea. So it was one of my best memories. We learned a new expression, a fly-by-night business. I never heard about that expression. What kind of people have you been dealing with? Right? Too many aliens in Ohio. I'm glad we don't have any here in Tennessee. We probably do, but I've never seen them. Horse milk schnapps. It's definitely an acquired taste. It's, I don't know. I would drink it again. I had a classmate. He was trying to make a business out of it and sell that schnapps in Europe because he really liked it. So I don't know if he actually did that, probably not. But I think people, I don't know, just the idea of horse milk is pretty off-throwing or off-putting. Again, I don't know if off-putting or off-throwing is the right word. But I think people would really enjoy that. Would you drink a schnapps made out of horse milk shots?
Horse milk?
Yeah.
Sure, why not?
You would?
Sure.
Would you eat horse milk cookies?
Sure.
Sure. Would you drink it?
Sure.
He would. Would you guys drink horse milk?
Give me all.
I'm not a milk person. I don't like the concept of milk for various reasons, but I don't want to go into detail. And like I said, everyone, if you want to drink milk, you drink milk. If you don't, you don't. I don't see a big difference from like horse milk to cow's milk or any milk, but I had an interesting conversation once where people talked about why we drink horse milk and think that's okay, but we would never drink cat milk or dog milk. If you tell people I got some cat milk, they would probably be pretty disgusted by that thought. But in the end, it's just mother's milk, I guess, from an animal. But everyone is okay with the cow's milk. And in the end, milks are never meant for us if it's not from our own mother. So I don't know, but I guess the thought of drinking cat milk is just different than cow's milk, naturally, just because it's so ingrained in our brain that cows are for consumption and cats are not. Interesting thought. You would drink horse milk? Nice. Yeah, I think if I would still drink milk, like cow's milk, I probably wouldn't mind drinking horse milk either, or it wouldn't make a big difference. But yes, certain things are just in our head, I guess. That one is like less gross than the other or more normal. Oops. I almost blocked you, Marco. I just clicked on you accidentally. Have you had mugi cha, roasted buckwheat? Yes, I had roasted buckwheat cha. Mugi. I'm trying to think of the characters of mugi cha. Mugi. I'm trying to think of how to write a Chinese character, what root signs it uses. I don't think I've ever know how to write roasted rice, but I never wrote buckwheat. That's just popped into my head as a new vocabulary that I sometimes when I read a Chinese word, I would, the Chinese character comes to my head automatically, but for Mugicha it was just empty, so I was like thinking if I ever saw it, but I don't think I ever used it or read it before. I don't even know where I drank it before. I think it was in Germany actually. There was like a Chinese restaurant where they served it in a glass tea can, and they had goji tea there and that buckwheat tea, those two, and I like both of them. I don't have a kid. I have a dog. I know that doesn't count, but I don't have kids. Milk makes my GI system hurt brutally. Yeah, that's very normal. Not many people, or more and more people, are intolerant to lactose, and yeah, it can also be even if you tolerated milk at one point, with age your lactase production or your enzyme production can slow down, so you can still develop a sensitivity or intolerance against gluten or lactose or anything like that later on. Yeah, same with me with my seasonal allergies, for example. I never had it except for after living in the smog city of Peking for so long, and my whole immune system got ruined by this. But yeah, this is my rice and the carrots. I'm gonna add the shredded chicken now, and then maybe if Oscar is up, I can feed him a little bit and see if he likes it. I feel like he's not gonna eat it on camera, just to embarrass me and act like I didn't cook a good meal. But yeah, I hope he likes it. Let's see. It looks good though. For dog food, I would say. Definitely worse foods out there. And no, I don't play Roblox. Yay! Hi Snowberry. Please check out my friend Snowberry Heart Pet Sanctuary. She's such a sweet soul, and she has the cutest cats ever and a great sense of humor. So make sure to support each other. It's good to see you. I'm glad you're here. Very cool. It is so weird. I feel like I'm having a FaceTime call. Like I'm a very shy person, and I don't even call my friends often on FaceTime. Or I mean, you guys are my friends too, but I'm saying I'm not a phone person. Like I don't really call people often or do FaceTimes. And now I feel like I have a FaceTime with a couple people at the same time, so it's kind of funny to think how one gets used to things like that. But sometimes you just gotta step over your own shadow. And I'm really enjoying talking to y'all. And I always learn something new in every single live stream we do. So that's really great. Oh yeah, Snowberry, you know Marco, and Marco, you know Snowberry. Thank you for reminding me how old I am. That's not what I'm saying. I'm even talking about myself. Like even like aging happens to all of us. We're all aging at the same time. Like I feel a big difference from my early 20s till now. Like my knees make a sound every time I kneel down or something, or walk the stairs. I can feel the aging too. I think we all can. We all don't feel the same. And yeah, same with allergies. They just develop sometimes randomly and later on in life. Oscar, are you ready for your food? Army has a whole army of moderators. Yay. I know, it's good, I'm glad. I don't want to put all the hard work on you, Marco, because sometimes we're dealing with the trolls here. Luckily, today was pretty calm. Same in Marco's stream, he didn't have many trolls, but I got a scratch from a cat. Oh no, I think it's a mosquito bite from Florida. My legs is just one big mosquito bite, basically. Or it's not even mosquitoes. I think it's those little tiny black flies outside that you have on the riverbanks. And they are really nasty. Like, they attack you. My husband's legs look like he has a chickenpox. And he has way more than me. He probably didn't like my blood. Usually I get a lot of mosquito bites, but those flies didn't care about me that much, luckily. Did I miss a troll incident? No, I think the one that is gone was deleted by you, Shuriken, so other than that... Oh, you mean Marco? I don't think Marco had any trolls today, luckily. In spring, I will be more outside playing with my new camera. Oh, nice. I bet your wife is happy about you using the camera. Same with your car. Now that the weather's getting better, you can use your car more often. So she doesn't get upset about you not using it. But yeah, let's feed Oscar. I got his little bowl down here. I'm gonna do that. Let's pick up Oscar first. Hi, little bean. Shots. Hi. Hi. You smell the chicken? You smell good? Smell good? Are you hungry? You want to eat some? Oscar, you want to eat some? Marco and I both went to work on that one troll. I'm glad. Combined efforts. Thank you guys so much for helping out with the trolls here and removing them. Princess is still asleep and my wife is mad about it. So when's Princess getting out of the garage? Come on. Come, I help. Good boy. Come. So he has a little bit of his dry food in here that he didn't really touch. The cats were eating it. Sorry guys, I dropped you. But let's fill up the bowl. Let's give Oscar a little food. Should be good for now. I'm just gonna mix his dry food in. Look at this. Bean, it's so sticky. Are you hungry too, Rusty? They're all excited for the food. When it stops raining, oh, you're right, it's raining, I forgot. Which will be July 13th. You're funny. I hope you will get a little bit of a break from the rain before that. Oh yeah, talking about the weather. I might go camping again next weekend, hopefully. So I want to go to a spot. I added some water, by the way. Hopefully somewhere where I have phone service, so I can take you guys with me. In Florida, the phone service is terrible most of the time. So I heard you guys saying that I'm in a loop and stuff like that, so it didn't really work out as planned. I wish I could have shown you around a little bit more, especially at the beach. Rusty. Oscar. Wow. Come. Yay. Which color hat did you like the best? I think purple. I think it looked the coolest. The white one suits you best. Yeah, I like my white one too. It just goes with everything. White's just easy to combine with all my clothes. So I like the white one. It gets dirty easily. That's the only downside. It's the downside with all white clothes, I guess. But I do like it too. But yeah, I like the purple. But the other ones are cool too. What a sweet boy. I agree. You good? Tasty? It makes me very happy when he's eating his food. Especially when I cooked it. It's kind of rewarding. And it's also very nice not to... So when he eats his dry food, when I haven't prepared any food for him, he is very specific about it. So I'll put the dry food in his bowl, but he's not going to touch it unless I hand feed him the dry food. So I have to pick up a little bit of the dry food out of his bowl and hand it to him. And then he will eat it in small portions until it's gone. But he won't touch it when I put it in his bowl. Like, he wouldn't eat it by himself. So I just sit there for like 15 minutes and hand feed him his little pebbles or kibble. And it takes a while. So I'm glad this is much easier. So he's licking the bowl. That's a good sign. But yeah, Marco, I've seen all those cool t-shirts. So did you make any, did you have them printed by like an online service, or is there more merch about to come? Oscar wolfing it down. You will order a purple t-shirt to go with that, with a hat. Yeah, that's cool. I like purple. Purple is the color of spirituality, I guess, and royalty, and Buddhism. That's good, huh? Well, he finished his food. Don't mind my recycling over there. I have to bring it to the recycling yard. I'm very German, so I recycle. It's like plastic and cans and paper. Yeah, all paper stuff. I recycle. You're a good boy. You're fine. You want a fishy? Let's feed him a little fish. I wish I had the work ethic like Oscar. Oh, Oscar is definitely a spoiled little man, that's for sure. And I'm definitely contributing to that getting worse, because I always give in on him. So I got these little, don't mind the brand, doesn't matter what brand it is, but it's fish, it's tiny little fishies from Iceland, and he loves those as a snack, and they don't have any other ingredients. It's literally just fish. And fish also, anyone with dogs, helps with allergies, seasonal allergies, because of the omega-3. I don't know why that is, but apparently fish oil or just fish helps with allergies. And it works for him. He doesn't have any symptoms so far, which is good. So he's munching on his little fishies. They're really small, so I'm not worried about mercury or anything with those, because small fish are low in the food chain, so they don't have accumulated a lot of mercury or heavy metals. It's usually the big ones you gotta be concerned about. Same with microplastics, because ow, he bit my finger. Only a little bit. He stopped as soon as he noticed. You're rude. But yeah, the higher in the food chain the fish is, the more microplastics it will have and the more heavy metals, because it's eating so many other fish that already accumulated all the bad stuff. So it just gets worse and worse. Just as a tip, don't eat mahi or don't eat tuna. Any large fish will not be very good for you. But that's just what I heard. So take everything with a grain of salt. I'm not an expert. But that's what I like about the live streams. We can all exchange things we heard and our life experience and all that stuff, and learn from each other. And like I said, I always learn something new with you guys every single time I have a live stream. So that's really awesome. Purple shirts will look good on men. Yeah, I like purple too. It's really a cool color. I feel like people, a lot of people don't like purple for some reason. I don't know why. Army green and blazing orange. How cool, you have like a hat in every single color now. Maybe you can make your merch or put your merch on it. You can, that's what I do. You can use an iron and you can iron it down. It's like a sticker and it will glue or attach to the hat or to the surface. Like it works with hoodies or hats or anything. So maybe if you make those patches, like V8 patches, and you can add them to your hat, that would be cool. The live stream where anything can happen anytime for no reason. I agree. It's always something new. Marco's never running out of creativity or new ideas, which I really enjoy a lot, and I know we all enjoy your sense of humor. It's a very German, not black kind of humor, dark, very German. That's how I can say it. I like that sense of humor a lot, and I don't see it here very often in America. Custom-made t-shirts, very cool. I have to look into that. Thinking about the merch and all that. Hi Brooke, how are you doing? Hi Logan. Yes, I am German. Living in America. And yeah, crop top, showing off my winter belly. All my laundry, or all my stuff is in the laundry. So I'm running on my last couple shirts and pants right now. So tomorrow has to be laundry day, or probably tonight. I still have to wash all my camping stuff. I still have it in the trunk of the car in a bag, so gotta do all that later. Not excited. But oh man, I'm German and I'm here as a permanent resident, but I don't I'm not a citizen. Not both. I could be both. I'm thinking about becoming both, but I would have to ask for German permission first to keep my German identity or my German, how to say that, citizenship? Yeah. So I'd have to apply for a dual citizenship in my home country first before I am able to become a US citizen, because I don't want to lose my German one. I'll be back in a second, guys. I am running out of battery. So, why I left Germany? Because I am married to an American, and as a soldier it's not as easy to leave America. So I just graduated from my university when I met my now husband. So for me it was easier to be flexible and leave the country. So for him I moved to America, and that's the whole reason, actually. Nothing else, or nothing more, nothing less. Like my name. You left in 1999. So Logan, you are in America, I assume? Are you American? Well, I still visit my home country a lot. Not a lot, but as much as I can. I still like Germany, obviously. I'm just did it for my husband, you know. Sometimes life is just not as easy. When people come from two different countries, it's not easy. but it was the easiest way for us. Oh, Melbourne. Nice, how cool. I've never been to Australia. That must be really awesome to live in Australia. But yeah, America is really nice. A lot of nature, it is huge. It's great for traveling and exploring, and wildlife and everything. It's very, very nice. So I'm glad that I came here to explore it, because I don't think I would have traveled here on my own terms. Because I'm really, I don't know. I always wanted to see it, but it wasn't like on my priority list, I guess. But now that I'm here, I'm really happy that I'm here, if that makes sense. But yeah, Marco, you've been here for a while, so do you feel more German at this point, Marco, or more American? I'm curious. I don't know. I definitely feel, I mean, I've been here for 2.5 years, almost 3 years. So obviously I feel more German still, but my whole language and all changed. Like I don't really think in German much anymore. I don't dream in German. I dream in English now. So language-wise, I'm pretty much adapted to English. No, I don't have kids. I'm not a kid person. More like I have a dog and cats. So we'll see, maybe one day, but not now. I had some, and thank you, Logan, I appreciate it. Had some German friends in my last role. Their humor is like the music, more introverted and dark. Yeah, I would say so. I think it's very similar to British humor. I think it's the closest when I compare humors. I like to watch British stuff too. It's just very dry and situational comedy, which I like a lot. Or like, it kind of makes you uncomfortable almost, like hard to explain. I just like it. I think it's funny. The American humor I got more used to. At first I had a little bit of a hard time to adapt to it, because it's really a lot of in your face. Like they will tell you when you get a laugh, and I'm not trying to like generalize at all. I know there's very different kinds of humors out there, and but it's definitely a little different from British humor or German humor, but also very funny in its own way. So I'm enjoying it now that I lived here for a while. I'm getting more used to it. Mr. Bean, I loved Mr. Bean when I was younger, or just the shows like IT Crowd and all those kind of 2000 shows. British humor too, it's more sarcastic and gritty compared to American. I agree, more situational, like the silent parts of the comedy is like the funny part about it, not the like laughing part. Like in America, it's like a lot of like loud laughter and very loud, like in your face kind of humor, and it's usually not what I laugh about. But like I said, it depends. I've met a lot of really funny people here in America. How welcoming was it when you came? The people here were extremely welcoming in Tennessee. So I never had any issues with that. So they were really nice. Yeah, really, really warm people and welcoming people. The border control, it's a little bit of a different story. So they were not making me feel very welcomed at the border patrol in the airport. So that's definitely the harder part when you come here. But the people here are awesome. Like talking about non-government people. But it also depends. Like I met people at the border that were really nice, but most of them are really, really harsh. Doing their job, I guess. So they don't have an easy job. So I understand that they're not in the best mood and they have to keep like a seriousness and question or ask you tough questions and all that. It's just their job, I guess, so not trying to complain about it, but yeah, it didn't feel welcoming at the border at all. But yeah, was macht der Bot im Büro? Faxen? I like Mr. Bean, but for comedy, my favorite isn't British. I suppose huge Seinfeld fan. Oh, nice. My husband loves Seinfeld too. I think you guys would be great friends, by the way. Every time you say something, I'm like, yeah, this sounds like something my husband would like. I think you guys would get along really well. Al Bundy. Fake laughing tracks in American sitcoms. Yeah. I can't really, a friend of mine tried to get me into Friends, because she's a big Friends fan, and I never really watched Friends, and yeah, they have those laughters in the background too, and I don't know, I can't really get used to it. I know they have them in How I Met Your Mother too, and all those shows, so yeah, I don't know. I don't like to laugh when they tell me to laugh. It's usually not the part when I'm laughing. For me, it's more like more subtle humor. I'm in Tennessee, Logan. You hear so many bad stories about the border. Yeah, like I said, it's their job, I guess. They got hired for a certain reason. They have like a certain personality or need to have this level of seriousness, and kind of like they need to look a little bit scary, I guess, or intimidating because they want to get information out of you. But it's definitely not a nice experience, which is okay. I mean, I made it through it, and there's worse things happening to other people, so you know, I'm never excited to fly though, because I always know I'm gonna get questioned again, because for me, the fact that I lived in China before and that I went to university in China is very I think a little sus to them, I assume. I don't know. I mean, I know why. They might think I got some business to do with China, which doesn't make sense to me at all, because I don't know. I think it just makes them skeptical towards me for some reason, or I did in the past. So I hope one day, once I'm here for longer and they know I'm a normal person, they will stop pulling me out and into those questioning rooms, because every single time I have to do it, no matter how long I've been here. But I hope it stops at one point. Hopefully next time. I'll report back to you guys. South Park, yes. I love South Park. That's a great sense of humor. I agree. The Muppets, yeah, I watched them when I was younger. You were never a Friends fan? Me neither, no. Seinfeld, I watched a little bit with my husband. I never grew up with it because it wasn't a big thing in Germany, at least not for me at that age. Yeah, so I have to watch a little bit more of Seinfeld. I really like that. But it's hard to find time to watch shows at the moment. You are super welcomed at immigrations, no problem. That's good. I'm glad. Yeah, as long as you don't have any ties to countries they don't like, I think it's pretty easy, and they can be really, really welcoming. It just really depends on if they had a bad day or a good day, or what they experienced on that day, or in general with people and how strict they are and the personalities. I remember when I went to Canada the first time, the guy I was only used to the American Border Patrol or Control, and then I went to Canada and I was already worried, knowing how they can be. And then it was like a guy my age, and he was like, "Oh, cool, you're coming to Canada, have a good time. If you need anything, here's my phone number." So he handed me his phone number, because he knew I was solo traveling. So he's like, "Yeah, if you need anything, just let me know, and I can show you places, or I can ask people to show you around." Stuff like that. It was very welcoming, and I couldn't even imagine that happening here. But yeah, very great experiences with Canadians. They're very, very friendly and welcoming. Waldorf and Stadler. Oh yeah, some German shows. I miss German shows. Have you seen Jerks, Marco? I think that could be your sense of humor too. It's really funny. It's, I think on Join. It's a little annoying that you would have to get a subscription, but it's really with Christian Ulm and Farim. I forgot his name. Christian Ulm is a German comedian. He's really funny. So yeah, Marco, you should watch it. It's really good. But yeah, watching Severance right now. Yeah, our friends. It's on Apple TV, right? They talked about Severance before, and then I heard you guys talk about it. So, and you said your daughter's watching it too, so I'm really excited now to see it. Usually it needs at least a couple people to recommend it to me for me to watch it. Because I'm very skeptical with new shows, or it's always hard for me to get into a new show. But once I'm hooked, I'm hooked, and I will need a new show soon because I just finished the last show I watched. Don't judge me, it's a reality show, but it's cute. It's not an American reality show. It's very, how to say, if Art House made a reality show, that would be it. Like, it's reality, but with like a nice standard. It's like very cinematic. It's about like cinematic pictures, and so it's Japanese people, 6 Japanese people going to France in Nice, and they take their phones away and they give them an address where they all get the opportunity to bump into each other, but they never get a phone or anything where they can communicate with each other. So everything is based on coincidence and fate, basically, if you believe in fate. And yeah, that way they can meet and talk and like make a date with each other, and travel to different places around France, like in the Provence. It's a really beautiful area. So I've never been to France. I've been to France, but never to Nice. So it really made me want to travel there. And just the cinematography of that show is really amazing. Japanese people really do a good job with that. So quite different than the Severance package that I got. Stadler and Waldorf have been my favorite Muppets since I was a kid. Those are the grumpy ones, right? The older ones. You've got to make it through the first 3 episodes to get into Severance. First one really sucks in my opinion. Okay, yeah, that's usually what throws me off. If the first one doesn't really catch me, it's hard to keep going. The hobby. But yeah, I'll give it a chance, and I'll report back to you how I liked it. And the old guys in the balcony. Yes, that one, that was what I had in mind. And he was posted in close to Nuremberg in Germany. Yeah, that's how we met. I was going to university in a town close to his station or his army base in Germany. The balcony scene, the classic. But yeah. Guys, I'm gonna walk Oscar now and clean up the kitchen real quick. And it was really fun to talk to you all. Yeah, they're sarcastic. I know, I remember I loved them as a kid, just listening to them, like banter. But yeah, I'll walk Oscar, clean up the kitchen, and I had a live stream lined up for tomorrow. Let me think. I think we're gonna make a birthday cake tomorrow, because tomorrow we have a birthday party for my husband in the evening at a friend's house, and I want to make a birthday cake. Even though he says he doesn't want one, I feel like he still wants a birthday cake. So yeah, I'm gonna make that tomorrow. I don't know which one I'm gonna make, but yeah, if you want to hang out with me, please feel free to join. It's always a pleasure to hang out with you all and to talk to you, and I'm glad I'm back from Florida and I'm able to
chat with you. And it was good to catch up with everyone. Have a nice walk and a nice evening. Enjoyed the stream. Me too. I enjoyed the stream a lot. And I hope you have a great evening too. Bienenstich, yes, it might be a bee sting cake. So I'll tell you about the bee sting cake story tomorrow, how the name, or the cake got named into bee sting cake. It's a funny story. And it's my husband's favorite cake, so I hope I can make it. I never tried it, or I mean I ate it before, but I never made it before. So that will be an experiment, but yeah, I hope to see you guys tomorrow for our cake, and have a great evening or morning or whatever time it is, and I'll see you tomorrow.